I'm still showing not 8 o'clock yet.
Good evening, everybody, and how you doing? It's still sunny. It's still sunny. We're doing not that bad. We're expecting some rain in the morning. Then it's going to brighten up again, and then I think we're expecting a bit more rain, and it's going to be bright again for the weekend. So it's all looking good. I'll bring the guys in who I've got at the moment. We've got Dale from Maple Tree Studios, and we've got Mark, the gentleman, Wood Turner. I have sent an invite out to Jamie as well, but I haven't heard anything back from him. So we'll see if he comes in or not. I'll just stick up my YouTube chat because it's better than the StreamYard one. I'll move my keyboard out of the way, and we'll get some turning done. And what we're going to be doing tonight, I'll put you guys back in the background.
Thank you.
There you go. Bring that back up. And what we're going to be doing... You're in your safe place, are you? Right, like I said, Dale reminded me the other day, I have just gone past 1,000 followers on Instagram. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn an Instagram giveaway tonight. So on the lathe, I've got a piece of ash, which is very dry. It is about, I don't know, I'll put my tape measure down. Well, it'll end up about 10.5 inches diameter, and it'll end up around about just under 1.5 inches deep. We're going to be having a play with some Joe Sonia's paint on the top. The bottom will be finished off fairly plain. Joe Sonia's paints on the top. I'm using a couple of different techniques for putting the colour on. Jane went to enormous expense the other week to go and buy me some new stuff to play with Joe Sonia's paints. So she went to the range. She went to the range and she picked me up a load of stuff. Where are you? There you are. She picked us up a load of different rollery things and other things to have a play with.
She
so
proper
we'll have a play with them.
She proper spoils you, doesn't she?
Oh, she does. She does. Right, so where am I turning at? I'm at about 850 at the moment. I'm just going to get this straightened off, rounded off, and then I'll do some shaping, and the guys can let me know what's going on in the chat.
Go.
Well, out in the chat, we have a lovely Andy H, Henry and Elliot, Posh Firewood Green, with Brian at Hotwood Family. We have Doug Miller, Woodspun Ranger, Douglas Mungham, Jennifer's Crafting Creations, John S. Casting, Martin at Woody's Creations, Mr. Stacey at Canada Wood Art, Pete Corrigan, Rex B, Robert Dolman, Ronnie the Peter, Stuart Broom, Terry Bartlett, Tony Smith. We had a couple of people pop in there. Barry Chitty popped in just as I was reading that out, as did TJ Tony. Welcome, everyone.
Hey, Terry.
Evening, everybody.
Right, now, in the description of the video, it does tell you how to enter for the giveaway. And now, remember, you'll not be able to enter until I put the photograph up of this piece that I'm doing tonight. But it's a fairly easy entry. I think it's follow me, make a comment. You don't have to tag anybody, but it's just one entry per person.
Cool. Douglas Mungham says, Wayne, I just hope you look after your loving wife. That's Douglas Mungham. You have a lovely 47 watching, Wayne.
Excellent.
Ronnie Hutchbow's in. Hi, Ronnie.
I said Ronnie. You weren't listening, were you?
No. There's always one I don't listen to.
Just marking for the mortise there.
Oh, Terry Bartlett says, Brian, you found any lovage yet? Tesco, do it if you have one. So I can tell you that. Is lovage a euphemism for something, do you think?
What are you for watching, Wayne?
Grand.
Any Morgans in?
David Durant in as well. Okay.
That's the mortise done, and now I'll just get the dovetail done within the mortise. And now we'll
Brandon
get some
Hartwood
shape.
says, only have a very small Tesco locally. I'll have to look next time I'm in and around Belfast.
David Eisenhower's in. Hi, David. Let's put Lesnar in this version.
Good afternoon, David. Or is it good morning over there?
Webfoot's in from Resin Wood Creations. Question from Rex B. Rex asks, what is the turning turning of yours that Mark likes the best? What is Dale's favourite? Oh, of Wayne. Okay.
My favourite of Wayne's.
This is you.
My favourite of Wayne's is the string pull.
So my favourite, my absolute favourite, is the decorative piece he did, must be a year and a half ago, which he very kindly gave me. A beautiful freestanding piece made from it's almost, I wouldn't describe it as a signature piece, but it's very, very Wayne to it. Absolutely beautiful. Sits in the living room next. It's that beautiful a piece. It's pride of place.
That's the piece of you with half natural edge on the stand.
Half natural edge across it. That's it.
Yeah.
Struggling to describe it. It's beautiful. It will get wrapped very carefully for the journey.
Time to do a finishing cut on this, I think.
Spider Sped is in the chat. Good evening, all. Just a bit late.
Spider Sped. Woodworm Paul's in. Hi, Woodworm.
Good evening, Paul.
How are you going to finish the bottom wing?
Hang on a minute, Dale. See again?
How are you going to finish the bottom?
Oh, the bottom will be finished quite plain. It'll be the usual sanded, gritted, and waxed. And I didn't do a very good finishing cut there.
Big cabin is in.
Okay.
Mark on the Woody's Gracious said, stay on target. Stay on target.
That's better. Just pop in a bit of texturing on the bottom. Turn the speed down to about 500. And then just highlight that.
Martin's at Woody's Creations says he's so jealous of those finishing cuts. He's got so much to learn. Yeah, Wayne does those finishing cuts beautifully. Oh,
That's because I don't. It's because I don't like using scrapers.
yeah.
JP's
in the chat.
Hello, JP.
Good evening, Jamie. I did send you a link.
He says he's watching you with his dad in the Remembrance Bar. So make
Oh,
it
right.
remember, lol.
Hello, Malcolm. I'll have a beer, please.
Good evening, Malcolm.
Question, Douglas Man's asking Dale, when's the move? We're still in the early stages of that. Probably late this month, early next, if all goes well. If it wasn't for the umbrella, where would you be?
That was 80. Just do my usual. 81, 22, 40.
Would you ever do by calling him? You have 50 watching, young sir.
Excellent.
JP says hello to everyone. Dale, Dad says you only want one beer. Are you ill? Yeah, just to start with, Mal. Just to start with. Scott, the blue light tumblers in.
Evening, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Oh, you just need a piece of. Just get rid of some of this dust out of here. That might be easier with a brush. If I can find a brush. Brushy! Oh, he's upside down.
To be used for rectal use only. That's what the sticker says.
Yeah, and that's why I'm doing the bottom with it.
But hey! Well done, that man. Question. You missed my question, guys. You missed my question. Oh, go again, Paul, please.
Oh, he says he turned his second bowl, got a catch, and put a hole in the sidewall. Am I a member of the funnel club?
Yeah.
No, you're a member of the teapot club. Definitely teapot. If it's on the side, it's teapot. It's got to be in the bottom. There has to be rules. Has to be rules. If it's on the side, what you've got there is either a window or a teapot. Hashtag, just saying.
Or a colander. Could be.
Could be.
Now again, if I wasn't using Yorkshire grit, I would knock that sand and sealer back with some web racks. Probably a purpley coloured one, which is about 600 grit. But I am using Yorkshire grit, so there's no need to knock it back.
Douglas Mungham asks, hey Wayne, does Brushy tickle?
Well, I don't know, you'll have to ask her.
There's a bloke just next door, sounds just like you, says Age Bespoke.
Hi, Andy.
Good evening, Andy.
You could come in and say hello, Andy.
JP says Brushy only tickles on the way out. Wayne.
Hey.
He obviously tested it first before he brought it up.
Now, think about that. Do you want to be holding that brush then?
Well, I'm only holding the handle. I've got nothing to do with the business end.
Good lord.
Turn the speed down again to about 250.
Andy says he's eating. He's not coming in to talk to you people. I think you should I think you should engage in peer pressure, people. It's definitely engage in peer pressure.
Eat faster. Indigestion's worth it.
He's cleaned the toilet. I mean, he's cleaned the brush, says JP. He's not out of order. Very warm tonight. 22 degrees. Where's my... And in the workshop, it's 25 with 58% humidity. That's a great thing
Turn
about
the
this
speed
place.
up. Use a clean piece of paper to carry on working the Yorkshire grit in. And you keep on working it in, changing the paper until the paper comes away clean, and that way the Yorkshire grit has done its work.
Richard from RJK Spinningwood says, good evening, Wayne, Mark, Dale, and everybody.
Good evening, Richard.
Hi, Richard. Hi, Richard. How you doing, mate?
I've ran out of Iron Brew, Wayne.
Oh, my life.
I'll need to move to Scotland where they make it.
Isn't that some sort of criminal offence?
It is if you're north of the border. I think I'm all right down here.
It's okay, everyone. Jamie's sung the song.
He sang it in his head.
And to
Question,
finish
Jamie,
this off,
welcome to joining. No.
using some Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax.
Wayne, can I just chuck my link in for my Premiere later,
Yep.
please?
You carry on.
Can't evade your eyes, people. Mark's getting his link in.
Got me link
Hashtag.
out. Okay, hashtag just saying.
That's looking very nice, though.
Lovely
Nice piece of ash, bit of olive ash there. So the bit you see here, the light part, this is the sapwood, and the bit you see here, the dark part, that's the hardwood.
Hi, Barry. Barry's Wood Creations.
Good evening, Barry.
JP's says, do you want the same sticker as Brushy wears for your link, Mark?
Yeah, if you see the piece off turn, that makes more sense than you think.
We're telling by Barry saying hello to everyone.
Just get this flipped around now.
You have 52 watching. Folks, if you like what Wayne's doing, remember to hit that thumbs up. And if you aren't already a subscriber, go on. Consider hitting that subscribe button and giving that notification bell a ring. At the top of the chat, we have a buy Wayne a coffee link. So feel free to buy the man a coffee, which is really a wine, which is buy a coffee to really buy him a wine, which means you can spend more money on the channel overall. But yeah, go on. If you really like it, buy the man a coffee. Please.
Right, there's a bit to take off the top here before it gets level.
Douglas Mangum says, Dale, I will try and try that again. I thought Brushy's handle went first. Lol. Oh my. Roll one. Always one. Mark, I hope that was your headset and not another part of your anatomy.
Was.
Either that, you're against it, it's making funny noises.
Yeah. Just Wood Creations is in. Like this week.
Right, 50. Douglas Mungham's asking, beans again, Mark?
All the time.
Parp. Excuse me.
Parp.
Jamie's
Right,
being very direct and saying, the next Virtual Crash Festival was July 31st. He's keen. That reminds me, I need to change the graphics.
Peter Corcoran says, sorry,
Go on.
Yeah, just Peter Corcoran says the date of the next Craft Festival is his birthday.
Excellent.
See, they
I'll answer the questions.
They would have done that personally.
Cool. Been asked by young Brian at Hartwood Town, who's on this time? So, if I may, Wayne, I'll read out who we've currently got.
Yeah, because we're having a change around as to who goes first.
Starting the day off at the heady time of 10 a.m. in the morning, it is young Wayne the Wood Jedi. Then we have Wayne Gilbert of Wayne Bigfoot Woodcraft. We have Jonathan Whittaker. We have some fat bloke from Maple Tree Studios. We have Al Halfpenny from Alice Half Shack. We have the ever lovely Heidi from Whitehall Pottery. We have James from Malt Make. I'll leave that one quiet for a minute to confirm. Then we have JP Woodwork at 6 p.m. We have another one that's tentative. We have the Ebron Forge at 8 p.m. Nick Fleeman Turner at 9. Franco Nodche's Kitchen at 10 p.m. We have one more tentative. And these are just waiting for people to confirm. Jake Thompson at 12 and Carl Jacobson. So there's a few new faces coming in there. Anyway, we had it's very much, I think it's about 80% new faces across the day. So it's been a really fun time. Lots of new blood coming into the festival for that particular day. So watch this space.
And the reason, one of the reasons I've gone first is that a bunch of us have spoken about this in the past, is that Jamie doesn't get a chance to get anywhere near sort of the prime slot for doing his thing. So we thought we'd have a bit of a change around.
Good idea. Sounds very interesting, as usual.
John McDonald's in.
Evening, John.
What are we getting on this side, Wayne? What's the plan?
This is going to be Ebonizing Lacquer, Sand and Sailor, Ebonizing Lacquer, and Joe Sonia's Iridescent Paint. I'm picking my usual three, which is violet, green, and gold.
Fred Gulliver's in.
Perfect.
And I'm going to sand this one to 400, seeing as how it's getting painted. There we are. Give that a clean off with a brush. Get rid of the majority of dust. And seeing as how ash is quite an open grained wood, even doing this, you're not going to get rid of all of the dust. So what I'll do is get some, he was going to say get some meths, and then he went to put his hand on the bottle and the bottle isn't there.
Douglas Mungham's asking, Mark, how much has the thin bowl moved, Mark?
I was dreading this question. It's moved a little bit. In fact, it's moved just enough to tear itself apart completely.
I've got to say, I didn't laugh. And if Mark says I did, he's lying.
I laughed myself when I went down and saw it the next morning, where that small bit of pith was near the base, literally just tore itself in half.
No, can't find me mess, so we'll have to do it without.
Scott, the Blue Light Tumbler, is asking, question. What arbors are those, Wayne?
Simon Hope. But these are the old style. These are the old style arbors. What camera I'm on? That one. So on this one, what you've got is a circular part which fits into the inertia sander. And if you carry on fitting that into a drill, you're going to damage it, so it won't work very well in the inertia sander. So it's also got the hex on for fitting into the drill as well. I'm not very sure if Simon still does these, but these are the best ones as far as I'm concerned. Simon does do ones that are purely, this is another one, purely hexagonal, just for fitting into the drill, but obviously they won't fit into the inertia sander.
Yep.
Doug Miller's asking, Wayne, have you tried another colour other than black?
Yeah, I've tried dark blue. Dark blue works well. It's got to be a dark colour though when you're using Joe Sonia's. I've tried it on bare wood, and yes, it doesn't work properly because of the way the paint is made up. It's got to go onto a dark colour. So I'll just wipe the excess off. Get another piece of cloth.
Brian at Howard Turn saying, is Nick coming back to finish the ball he started? It was pretty unfortunate for Nick on his first outing in the crafty, so we're hoping to see great things the second time round. You know what it's like, Brian, it's very nerve-wracking, and one mistake messes you up, something criminal. So we're wishing him all the best, and we're looking forward to seeing what he comes up with on the 31st of July, folks. So set the date.
So I am going to knock this back because I'm not using Yorkshire grit on this. So I do want to have a smooth surface. And I can already feel the sand and sealer picking up. I'll just have a check. Yeah, it's picked up a little bit, but I can soon get rid of that.
So what's the equivalent grit to that pad?
This one's about 600.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or I should say the right. See, I've lost my flaming orange one. I haven't lost it. That's a total lie.
There somewhere.
It's here somewhere.
You've put it somewhere safe.
If you buy
on it somewhere.
Yeah, if you buy in the chestnut ones, the green one is the equivalent of about 240. The purplish coloured one, or this used to be purplish coloured, that's the equivalent of 600. The orange one is the equivalent of about 1200, and the white one is over 2000. It doesn't have very much abrasive properties at all. Yeah.
As you cross the 1,000 mark, you're stepping into it.
460's in. Hi, door.
Evening, door. Right, I'll just put these tools away and move my tool rest out of the way so I can get my lump of wood up on the. He said, "Oh, that's what she said." One of the two.
Go on there, damn it! I was going to say, "Oh my." Douglas Mungham is hallucinating. He says he saw a bloke in a full kilt walking along the seafront near him. I would probably suggest it wasn't a full kilt unless the kilt went over his shoulder.
Perfect.
It'd be easy if I did that way.
Maybe.
That's it. Right, Ebenezer lacquer. I have got some, honest.
You know, if this was me and Scott that was doing this, we'd have a label on that board. You know that, right?
I've got a label on. Look. This here,
Colouring board.
this
Braille.
this is this is iridescent paints, and then when I turn it over, that's acrylics.
Oh yeah.
I have to get that set up again now. About there. Right. Turn that through 90 degrees. It's got a floor in it there. And again, seeing as how ash is open grained, you're still going to be able to see the grain through this somewhat.
It's always nice.
Now there's just a bit on the edges here that I need to get done. Just to make sure there's full coverage all the way around. What?
Jamie.
Who said what?
Jamie.
Jamie said.
No, you do it.
I'll do it. Jamie said, I love how everyone's going around trying to beat Mark's rim.
Doug, no.
Personally, I would have gone with. Well, we're not done yet. Personally, Jamie, I would have gone with. I love how everyone's trying to get one over Mark's rim.
Works for me. Yeah, Doug, it doesn't have to be live, mate. It can be pre-recorded. It's not a problem.
Do it live. Do it live.
Yeah. Do it live and then pass out like I did afterwards. Must remember to breathe next time.
Remember, if you are doing something like this and you want to test if the lacquer is dry, do it towards the center with your finger, because that bit's going to get turned out. Well, my piece that I did for the thin wall has gone a wee bit oval, as you can see. And I have started, oh, you can't see it there. That's better. I have started, move that, oh, wrong hand.
Pierce it.
To pierce it.
Very nice.
Scott the Blowlight Tunnel says, question. So what's all this talk of Mark's rim? I'm guessing he likes rimming.
Yeah.
No, Scott.
We were going for the tumbleweed moment there.
That one just
Get
peed
your
past.
coat. Yeah, get your coat. You have 63 watching, Wayne.
Grand. Scott's here all week. Every fucker else has gone home. Oh, I swore.
Drink for Caitlin.
She's going to have to wait a while for that, because it'll not be this year.
It's getting dangerous,
All right.
Wayne, because she's going to be of legal drinking age soon. It's going to cost you a fortune.
Yeah, but I'll be dead.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't think I've mixed enough paint.
No. It's always spooky how it goes on effectively white. And you're not quite sure.
What's going to happen?
JP Woodwork says, polka dots, yay!
Goes with your bikini, mate. Goes with your bikini.
It doesn't matter if these paints mix. Some of them are mixing in, some of them aren't. It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. No, doesn't really
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
Doesn't matter. No.
Right.
Acker Belk. There's a moment. Acker Belk.
Oh,
Good lord.
Blast from the past. Showing
I
her
mean,
age.
right out of left field. No, not at all. I've never saw Acker Belk other than in reruns. But a unique character. Oh. Very splishy.
I'm liking this.
Now, Wayne, tell the good people, have you done this before?
No,
This is going to come out pretty nice. You can already see it.
and I'm
Are
not
they
even
be
going
thin
to.
enough?
I'm
Are they
not.
gonna be thin enough?
Oh, yeah. If not, I'll just go over it again. It has been thinned down with flow medium.
Okay. You can see the color pulling out there now. Interesting.
Oh, I'm liking this. I'm just wanting to get some of these thick bits a bit spread. There we go. What do you reckon? Oh, yes, that looks good on camera.
Yeah.
Looks all right. Looks all right.
Take
Don't
on
lose
the
the
house.
splashes in the side. Don't be careful. You don't lose too much of the splashes in the inside when you're doing the center.
Collins.
Though.
Well, it'll be
Collins
coming
made a
out
good
to
point.
about
Yeah.
here. I'll not be putting
Yeah.
a big dish in this. It'll be a fairly small
Yeah.
dish that I'll put in here.
Wood
Well, what
Wizardry
I'll
by
do,
Collins said it looks like fireworks.
I'll pop that back on the lathe.
Catherine
Hit
wheels.
it where they hit it with the air gun.
I'll see if I can
Hot air
find my hot air gun jig for going in the tool rest. I'll probably not be able to find that either, because obviously I didn't think about looking it out beforehand, did I?
All your jigs were behind you in that tray kind of thing, because I saw the size get jig in there. Size and jig behind you.
Right, that's that bit.
The orange web racks is probably right next to it.
It probably is.
No, it's in the kitchen. I'm telling you, it's in the kitchen. Question from Scott the Blue Light Bubbler. My granddad has been moaning how we all have become reliant on technology. So when I visited the hospital, I thought, bloody hypocrite, and turned off his life support meter. Oh dear, bit brutal, Scott. You had a hard day, son. JP Woodwork, want me to edit it back into the workshop, Wayne? Lol.
Do you want to go tailstock camera, Wayne?
Right, hang on. What I'm going to do, just so you can get a next item. Scene 2.
Andy said something
That's
interesting there. Andy said Stargate Bowl. That's not the matter.
Right, so what I've got here, obviously, it's just a piece of plywood with a slot cut out for the trigger of the hot air gun to go in, or the handle, I should say. And there's just a hole drilled, so the tool rest holds it in place on the banjo. That goes in there. I've got a small piece of wood, which I slot through the handle to keep that in place. Move that back. And turn the lathe right down. This will be running at about 150 because I've got it on the high ratio. 150, that's running that. And then I can just set that up, put it on the first heat, not the second one. And that's quite a way back. It is. I'll move it back just a little bit further.
The bubbles, the hot air gun will bubble that stuff faster than anything.
Neat trick.
I've started to use a hairdryer instead when.
All right. I take it that works well.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not as violent as I mean. The Hoyer gun works, but it means you can be quite. I mean, it's only because I've got one for the other stuff I'm doing, but that works pretty well. That really does give you a lot more control. You can put out, you can put the different fittings on it, and it's only about a tenner. You know,
Right.
what is it? Can't remember what kind it
It's
is.
usually a piece of plywood that I have to hold that, because that piece of wood I've got is holding it just a little bit too high. But obviously, I'll not be able to find that.
One day
Mash.
that workshop will be tidied out slowly but surely, and hiding in the corner, a lost tribe of woodturners will be discovered.
Yeah.
Dale, there's a project for you when you move up to Scotland.
Well,
Visit
go here.
Wayne's workshop. Visit Wayne's workshop. Tidy up.
No, can't do that. It's a national treasure.
That's better.
Pete says, Scott, if you're in the workshop with cider, make sure the lathe and scroll saws stay turned off. Heard the ambulance driver in your area is off duty. Okay, so why do you think we call him the blue light tumbler, Pete? Hashtag just saying.
Yep. Hashtag not accident prone at all.
Nope. How's it doing?
It's getting there.
How's the colours?
The colours will stand out better once I get it finished and get some lacquer on there. I might have thinned them down just a little bit too much, but it doesn't really matter. You'll still be able to get the colours coming through.
'70 watching, Wayne. Folks, if you like what Wayne's doing, please hit that thumbs up. And if you aren't already a subscriber, go on, hit that subscribe button and give that notification bell a ring. If you really, really like what Wayne's doing, at the top of the chat, you'll find a link to his Buy Me a Coffee, which is really buying him a glass of wine, which is instead of a coffee, which means that he doesn't have to spend the money that he spends on his wine, and he can spend it in the workshop to make the videos much more enjoyable, videos and lives much more enjoyable for you guys. Go on, buy the man a coffee. Go on, you know you want to.
I'll just see how that's doing. Oh, yeah, it's getting probably dried out now.
Mark, you should drop your link in again, sir.
I will do. Thank you very much.
It's long disappeared.
Premiere at 9:30, folks. If you want to come along.
So what time are we on just now?
That's us coming up to 9:15, sir.
Oh, grand.
Plenty of time. Just a bit of fun for the video this week. Nothing serious.
In this video this week, Mark will be turning while wearing pants.
I was wearing shorts. It was very hot yesterday.
Did you have to use talcum powder?
That'd be telling.
You had to use talcum powder.
I did have to go to the beach for part of it.
Surgical support to lift and separate.
I think the next time I do this, I won't bother thinning the paint down.
Yeah.
Although the colour is coming out now. Right, I think that'll do for that.
JP, did Wayne have a premiere sorted out after his weekday live this week?
Hey?
Pete from Twisted Trees is asking, I can confirm Mark was wearing shorts because I was inside his computer at the time.
No, JP, I haven't done that. I think what I'll do is leave it at the on the same day. I'm still going to do the Sunday, but I might change the time slot again.
Yeah, Mike's on this week, just to let you know, Wayne.
In which case, I'll probably go at about 9:15. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bit of a border just here. Not very much, just a bit of a border just here. And then I'll start dishing out around about, let's see, just get my diamond carbide just to mark up. I'll start a bit further in, just so I can see what that looks like. No, I want to come out a little bit more. Out to there. I'll just mark on. Yeah, I'll just mark on. No, I'll not. Think, Wayne. Think what you're doing. Speed up. I'll just put the border in here. Around about there. Just take that edge off. That's it. And then just put the dish in.
Douglas Mangum says he's...
Sorry.
Douglas Mangum says he's looking forward to Steve's live with Ed Oliver on Friday. I think
Yeah,
Wayne
so
and I are as well. Yeah.
I might get this.
Go on.
No, I'll let you finish, mate. It's not that big a deal.
I was going to say I haven't spoken with Ed for a good while, so I'm looking forward to it as well.
I'm just saying, Wayne, it has a kind of, it has an Art Deco brocade sort of look when you stopped it there. Just the shape of the white rim and then the white, just from this angle, just has a, you just pause and look at it for a second, you can see it.
Yeah.
It has a brocadey kind of look.
Colin Izzard's in. He says, hello everyone, shall I hide in the corner? Yeah.
No, don't rebel.
Wednesday roll. Unless he's got cake.
Violate the rules. Reject the rules. Rebel. Rebel.
Ruby Claire's just going. Hi, Ruby.
Hiya, Ruby.
Well, you won't send Ruby to the corner.
I was just going to say, Ruby, even though it's you, you've still got to go stand in the corner. Unless you brought cake.
Ruby. Rebel, Ruby. You calling me will just take down this establishment.
Yeah, but Ruby will have cake. Ruby always has cake.
We can have cake. The rebellion can have a cake. Join us and have cake. Who out in the chat joins the rebellion against standing in the corner? We'll see where this goes.
Wayne, that was a beautiful cut.
Thank you.
Don't think I didn't notice the one-handed slow shift.
That's because my fingers were sticky. Shouldn't have said that.
That's what she said.
There's 2 more in the rebellion. That's 5 of us now. No, Colin, didn't get it, mate. Oh wait, I've worked out which column you are. No, I didn't get it.
There we go.
It's always that connecting between
Right,
the channel
think I
names
should-
and actual people.
Do you think
No.
I should put a decorative line in here or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, I think you should. I think you
Yeah.
should.
1 or 2?
I would start with 1 and then see. Wood Wizards by Collins rebelling too. Oh, got a movement and they're going down mark. We've got a movement.
See?
There we go. How's that look?
That's looking pretty good, man. I would leave it with 1.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
2, you're going to start encroaching in the swirls, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's it.
True.
It's hard to detract, you know.
Leave that. I get a piece of paper just for the edge.
Told you Ruby had cake.
Saying yes to rebellion. Go on, Douglas. That's it. Rallying cry. Spit your dummy and refuse the corner.
I'll find you.
The People's Front of... Yes, let's start a union. Ban the cake, says Scott. Scott, you're off definitely in the wrong time. Just keep the cake. Happy with the union.
Sounds like it might need to be banned cider.
The People's Front of Wood Jedi.
I started a rebellion when I was in the army.
Oh, how did that go?
It was called the KLF. It was the Khaki Liberation. It was the Khaki Liberation Front.
Every time you say the KLF, I want to go KLF.
No, that's what we started.
Tell me why not?
You know, but you know, I mean, it's justified and ancient.
1979, that was. We started the KLF.
Yep. Ruby says keep the cake.
But on Ruby.
The People's Front of Wood Jedi. Just
Happy with
imagine
that,
John
right?
Cleese saying that.
I'll just get the inside sanded and get some finish on, and that should be us.
Douglas Mangham's even got a rallying cry, Wayne. He says, hell no, we won't go. Little blast here. It's looking interesting, young Wayne.
There we go. I'll give it a spray of acrylic sand and sealer.
Peter Corcoran says he got his new t-shirt today. Pushcut has a posse. That works.
There's a soundtrack to that. Was it Salt and Pepper?
Push it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In fact, no, he
I
was
think that's
Yorkshire
a
Grid in
colour.
the middle fender.
Mm-hmm. Careful now.
Or should I use Yorkshire Grit, or should I just, seeing as how I've put sand and sealer all over it, should I just lacquer it?
As long as the centre feels soft to your fingers, I would just lacquer it.
Right, here we go then. What have I
Soft,
got
smooth to your fingers was what I meant to say.
here? One coat at the moment. There we go. Turn the speed down. Turn that on.
Wayne, is it better to apply the lacquer with the lathe stationary?
I
Or
apply
slow?
everything. Any sort of spray paint, I apply stationary.
Okay.
And I do it the way that I was taught to do, is that you start outside the piece, you go straight across, and you finish outside the piece, and then you stop. And then you do the same thing coming back.
Okay.
If you watch people spray cars.
Yep. Always on the move.
They don't tend to spin the car and keep the spray in one place.
Those buggers that spray those Formula 1 cars, they're good though, aren't they? They have to be quick as they come past.
I can tell you a story or two about that.
Right.
About how
it's Chestnut Products.
Yeah.
Chestnut Products acrylic gloss lacquer that I'm using. Now, this the end of the giveaway won't be for about a fortnight. I mean, it's not starting until tomorrow, but it won't be for about a fortnight. So this will have more coats of lacquer on. It will probably get finished off with let's see, it'll probably end up having about 12 coats of lacquer and finished off being knocked back with Yorkshire Grit microcrystalline wax. Sorry, Yorkshire Grit microfine and Hampshire Sheen, either high gloss or microcrystalline wax. But I will let.
Sorry.
Go on.
Mountain View Turnings just joined, and Lewis Klondike Craftsman's just joined.
Good evening, guys. Right, so I'll let you see what it looks like. And there you are.
Awesome. Really nice.
So the colours are starting to come out.
Really nice.
Another different technique to use with the Joe Sonias with a really expensive piece of kit.
Yeah.
19 million pounds was invested in research and development on that particular piece of kit.
Right, so what I'm going to do, tomorrow I'll get a photograph up on Instagram with the details of how you can enter the giveaway. And I'll probably draw the giveaway in a couple of weeks. What are we on now? The 2nd? I don't know, what will it be, the 16th or something like that? I'll do the draw if I can on Wednesday Night Live.
Perfect.
Right,
perfect. That'll be the 10th. 10th, 17th.
17th.
Yep.
Grand. So I brought the guys back in. So I'm going to end it there. It's just coming up to the hour, which is always good for me because I like to get these things done in an hour. I have done this, like I said at the beginning, I've done this as a giveaway for, I gained 1,000 followers on Instagram the other day. So I'm doing this as the 1,000 follower giveaway. It's very easy to enter. The description of how you enter is, the explanation of how you enter is in the description under the video. But I will give details on Instagram when I put it out as well. Give you a final look. And that's the piece.
Beautiful.
So, and it is not just for the UK. I will ship this to whoever wins it. Right. Oh God, I've got bloody wood shavings in me body. Oh, God. That's by the by. Anyway,
Wayne, Scott's asking, Can you mention his giveaway tomorrow night? People will need a number between 1 and 500 ready.
Okay. Scott did the I can't remember what the hell he did now when I was on there. Anyway, Scott the other week turned something for a giveaway, and he forgot to mention to everybody what to do for the giveaway. So if you're going in to watch Scott tomorrow night, have a number ready between 1 and 500. Right, just a final bit of news before I pack in and go and get a glass of wine. Friday, no lunchtime live. Monday, no lunchtime live. Wednesday, there'll probably be a lunchtime live. See how I feel. I have decided not to do lunchtime lives anymore, and I'll just leave that one with you. And I'm now going to press the button. Night night.